Hey guys, Fuse back on Magnum Quest, and we're going to go over another one of those silver heroes that's absolutely worth building up to 3-star and using and then eating his food. So that's kind of the whole point, right? To find good silver heroes that you can use until it's time for someone to eat that 3-star hero. So we're going to talk about Little Lute Man. My Little Lute Man. I actually like this guy, all right? Barton, yeah. Barton the Love Bard. This guy's pretty sick, man. All right, so he does a lot for your team, but at the same time, you'll have no problem eating him later on. And we're going to try him out in a few different places to kind of see how he works. But let's talk about what makes him so cool. He's pretty simple. If you really look at him, his kit's pretty simple, but it's smart. So he restores the HP for all allies by 80% of his attack. So the higher his attack, the more you're going to get out of his heal. He also can increase the front row's defense, which keeps your tanks alive on that front row, and increases the attack of your back row by 15% for 5 seconds. So it's a real smart kit he has. Stronger damage in the back, more protection for the front, and he can heal everybody. So that's a good start, but he keeps going. So his normal attacks do not deal damage. Most of your healers don't do much damage anyway. His attacks are actually heals. He attacks your allies and heals them. So that's steady stream of heals, but it gets even better. The healing rate increases eventually up to 90%, but it also restores 20 points of energy for whoever he's sending that heal to. So every time he attacks one of your friendlies, they're going to get energy and HP restored. So that's pretty amazing. He's constantly healing and making your, instead of just haste, he's increasing their energy, getting them back to their strong moves. And then let's finish him out. When he's healing an ally, he also increases their attack by, once you level this up, by 4%, and that can stack up to 4 times. So a 16% damage increase on somebody who's taking incoming damage and he keeps healing them. Think of that Ares on the front lines constantly being healed by this guy. So, you know, is he the best in the game? No, by no means is he the best support champion, but he's absolutely usable, especially through the mid game and holding on to him until you feel like eating him. So, you know, I may go ahead and take Wind in here, who does an amazing amount of damage. He's just kind of slow about doing it, but he does huge damage on an AoE scale. And I could eat Barton, and Little Lute Man will go bye-bye, and I'll build up another one to feed to somebody else. But let's check out Little Lute Man. So Barton's actually a solid hero to build up until it's time to eat him. Let's go to the, I haven't done anything today, so we'll go to the guild boss. A great place where we can test out how well he can keep us alive and increase our damage. So I do have kind of a normal setup team, pretty straightforward. It's changed a little bit over time, but let's just go to fight the boss, and this is my normal setup. I get an increased haste and some buffs from a Harry. I've got damage here, and damage here, and I have an attack up buff here. And she's my only real support. Well, let's swap her out for Little Lute Man, who will pair up nicely because now we still have a full house for the buff. We'll get our extra 15% attack and HP. That attack boost will benefit Little Lute Man. And let's see how he does. I may have to stop this. I've never used him on the actual guild boss, but I have a feeling he'll do just fine. So you see him going, every attack's actually just healing somebody, which is great. You see the little attack up above Ares' head, making him hit even harder. The only thing, and we got plenty of attack buffs because we have Harry throwing those out. So it's going pretty good so far, and we'll see how this lands. But we're steadily breaking the defense on the guild boss, increasing our attack for our big damage dealers. It's starting to ramp up, but remember, every time he heals, right now he's going after Ares, we're gaining some more of our energy back so that Ares can use that big move, that big whirlwind attack, which is kind of his bread and butter. So I don't know how this is gonna. I know I always get to 12 hatred. We're at 11. We're definitely gonna hit 12, and I can't be sure. I think I'm right around 1.5 million or 150 million, whatever the case is, 15 million. So I'm a little bit behind, but that's a pretty big order that he's trying to compare to. And what I'm gonna do is because I know I can do better. I'm going to pause, exit. That way I can come back and improve that. But he's 100% effective there. Also, when you're going through pretty much all these, not this one, the bosses, these awakened demons, he's come in actually very clutch on some of these. He's really good against Shatrol. I think I'm saying that right. But he's really good there because your main hero is going to be swallowed up. As soon as he comes out, you don't have to hope that his energy is set up to do a big heal. He'll instantly start healing by doing his regular attack on that hero. So he's been really good for this one too. All right, so Little Lute Man kind of shines on Shatrol. I actually have not beaten this one. It's just opened up, so we're going to give it a shot. But one of the other reasons to keep him around until it's time to eat him is the faction actually, at least from the heroes I've gotten, does not have a whole lot of support healing heroes. There are people like Arthur who can actually protect your team by absorbing some damage, but putting health back into your bar is something he's really good at. So we'll see if we can beat this. We'll give it a shot. It's a new one. I usually struggle a little, but here's another beautiful thing. I'm going to turn off Ares so we don't waste his first move on this boss when he gets swallowed. But as soon as he comes out and he's almost dead, Barton doesn't have to have full HP. I can turn this back on. I don't have to carefully plan when Barton goes. He'll start using his regular attack to heal Ares up. And that makes him super clutch on this boss specifically. And there are plenty of others that gives him just enough time to come in with increased attack, by the way, and then heal himself with leech. So as long as Barton can keep himself alive, Little Lute Man's bringing quite a bit to the table. And I just, no, didn't waste it. I thought I wasted that turn. And there we go. I beat another one and got the gold trophy. And it was thanks to Little Lute Man because I was struggling with my regular setup. So he's definitely good for his faction. But in the end, you can eat him and make another one. And hopefully this helps you as you're, you usually have lots of choices on who you're going to build up from silver into a gold 3-star before you eat them. And he's a really good one to go to. I'll have no problem eating him. In fact, from what I saw, I may be ready to eat him because I got my Ares up by eating my guy, the Goat Girl. I ate Goat Girl and another hero, and I got him up, and finally, and I'm starting to slowly get him even higher. But I quickly built another Goat Girl, so she's ready to be eaten by the next person I take up in the Wild faction. But from this point on, he is pretty much looking for copies of himself. So he is done having to eat these silver heroes, so I can actually use Goat Girl again until it's time to eat her with one of these. And the same thing for Barton. And now that I have another 3-star that I can actually place in my top row, I can eat him, making Wyndham stronger. I was hoping to actually take a Fang, but I'll give it a day or two and kind of hold on to him because I'd rather have Fang go up than Wyndham. But Wyndham's pretty strong, and I may end up taking him to 4-star. I just wanted to talk about one of those silver heroes that's 100% worth building up. I'm going to be honest. The truth is they're all pretty good. But Little Lute Man, he kind of shines, especially early on. You got to have good healers. You can even take some of these healers out and bring him in to increase some attack of one of your main heroes. All right. Well, thanks for sitting with me. And until next time, enjoy the grind.